Did you hear, Bertrum? Apparently Barney the dinosaur is now a raging drug addict.
Oh my! You take drugs, don't you, OCG?
I don't think an omeprazole and the occasional drop of heroin in my coffee classes as taking drugs.
Don't you also take Viagra?
Yes, I do. But not as you might think. You have seen my mutant of a wife after all.
Then why do you take Viagra?
Well, you see, ever since this bloody pandemic started, I'm paranoid to open doors with my hands. So, instead, I pop a Viagra and let my Colonel Mustard do the work for me.
You open doors with your erection?
Well, you don't have to put it so graphically.
What if you have to pull the door open?
Ah, well, no fear there. My Colonel Mustard is very flexible. Sturdy, too.
Oh, my!
Quite. I must say, Bertrum, this game we're playing is as pretty as a picture.
Any picture in particular?
A picture of my Aunt Violet showering, touching herself in secret places.
What?
A picture of Rip Torn eating a toasted bagel with mayonnaise leaking out of the sides. Ha ha.
I think Rip Torn is dead.
Oh, ha ha, even better.
What?
Nothing. Do you know who else is pretty as a picture, Bertrum? Lena Headley, who you might remember as Cersei from Game of Thrones. Did you know, Bertrum, that her son in that show was played by Peter Dinklage?
I think he was her brother.
Bollocks! No man could be that small. He was clearly playing a child, wasn't he?
I'm afraid not.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Whatever next? An all-female version of Ghostbusters?
That's already been done. Back in 2016, in fact.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Let's move on before I say good Lord again.
You just did.
Shut up, Bertram. Oh, did I tell you that my mother called me last night, Bertram?
Oh, what did she have to say for herself?
Well, surprisingly, very little. Cousin Oscar said more than that the other night, and he had a ball gag in his mouth and a duck up his backside. Don't ask. Oh, that reminds me, Bertram. If anyone calls here looking for you, you can mention the ball gag, but under no circumstances are you to mention the duck. Do you understand?
I think so.
Good man. Oh, and I watched Groundhog Day last night. Did I tell you?
No. Did you enjoy it?
You never bloody told me it was a horror movie, Bertram. Can you imagine reliving the same day over and over? Doing the exact same things, telling the exact same jokes, making love to the same right hand over and over and over.
Isn't that a normal day for us? We get up, get dressed, play a game, review a game, play another game, get undressed, get into the shower together, go to bed together, make love.
Yes, thank you, Bertram. I think I get your point. Wait a minute, are you eating again?
No.
Liar! Is that my cheese sandwich?
That depends. Did you leave it in the fridge with a note on top of it that said, Reuben? What does Reuben mean? Is it a made-up word?
That's my name, you idiot!
Oh, would you like a bite?
Keep it! I'll punish you later.
Oh.
Who the hell is that? Oh, it's you. The bitch is back. And no, I am not referring to Bertrum.
Oh.
I am referring to my mother-in-law, who just at this very moment has returned home with this week's shopping. No doubt one item she's bought is an extra-large tub of Vaseline, or as you Americans call it, KY jelly. It's not that the woman is particularly kinky, so I can only guess she has purchased it to remove the stink she seems to have up her ass. Anyway, did you see what I did there, Bertrum? Bertram?
Huh?
In the game, did you see what I did?
I was busy.
Busy? Too busy to watch your master? I am the greatest YouTuber who has ever lived. I hold the Guinness World Record for having the smallest, I mean the biggest penis in the entire world. What could you possibly be busy doing? Let's hear it.
I was reading the obituaries hoping that I'd see that my Uncle Herbert had died a violent death.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so proud of you, Bertram. Here, take my hand. So, what did your Uncle Herbert do that you would want him dead?
He urinated on my hand.
Get your fucking hand off of me. Let's move on. Quickly, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant / factotum Bertrum. Say hello, Bertram.
Hello, Bertram.
And this is the first video in a new series I have titled Controversial, in which I will be discussing subjects that I probably wouldn't usually discuss in my gaming reviews, etc. Now, some housekeeping things to get out of the way before I start talking and embarrassing myself and saying rude things, and people are going to get at me. Number one, this video, as you can probably tell by my voice, is humorous. It contains many inappropriate jokes. Jokes which I will improvise on the spot, aided by my manservant Bertram. Isn't that right, Bertram?
Yes.
That's the right answer, Bertram. Number two, if you feel that you will be offended in any way by a light-hearted look at a pretty serious subject, then don't watch the video, is my answer to you. Instead of watching the whole thing and then attacking me in the comments or sending me cartoon explosives in the post or, I don't know, calling me bad words, why don't you just save yourself the trouble and don't watch the video? Now this is only aimed at people who not have a sense of humor. For the rest of you, welcome. And the last point I'm going to make, today's video is going to be talking about ASMR. Now this video is not aimed at people who legitimately, that's the key word here, legitimately use ASMR. sensory meridian response. Basically, it's to help people relax, unwind, and to induce relaxation. This video is not aimed at you. Keep up the good work, and I hope you relax, unwind. I hope that didn't sound inappropriate. Anyway, now that I've got the housekeeping out of the way, let's get down to the video. So, as I have already hinted, in this video we are going to be talking about ASMR and how much it pisses me off. Or to use a phrase from Family Guy, how it grinds my gears. And it does grind my gears. Just today I logged into Twitch, which I do on a daily basis, and I see the first thing that pops up is the recommendations for streamers I should be watching. And lo and behold, it's ASMR, and not legitimate ASMR, but the other kind of ASMR. And yes, I'm probably going to say ASMR 1,277 times in this video. But since I'm talking about ASMR, then I have to keep saying ASMR. Say it with me, Bertrum.
What was the last bit again?
Ah.
Oh, yes. ASMR.
Well done, Bertrum. Have a cookie. Anyway, the first thing that's recommended to me is ASMR streamers. And what do these streamers do if they are not performing what I consider to be legitimate ASMR? Well, I'm so glad you asked, dear viewer.
I didn't hear anything.
Shut up, Bertram. Now, without naming any names of particular streamers, a lot of the female streamers who do these ASMR streams basically are using it as an excuse to either lick a microphone suggestively, to make inappropriate sexual noises into said microphone in the hope that they can, in inverted quote, entertain, unquote, their viewers. And I really feel there's absolutely no place on my gaming platform of Twitch or chatting platform. I know people don't just play games on Twitch, I'm fully aware of that. People paint, they draw, they chat, they play music, etc., etc. Well, I really do not feel there is a place for those types of ASMR streamers on Twitch. If I want to see a woman lick a microphone suggestively or make sensual noises into said microphone, then I will watch some pornography or visit a brothel. And I'm not against brothels. Please do not misunderstand me. I visit a brothel at least 2 or 3 times a week.
I think you mean 4 times a week.
Yes, whatever. 2 or 3, 4, same thing. So do not misunderstand me. I enjoy visiting a brothel as much as the next chapheads. But do they have brothels aimed at women?
I don't know.
Ah, yes, something we will have to research for next time. So the point I'm making here, dear viewer, is I do not feel there is a place on Twitch for that kind of behavior, that kind of sickening behavior. And I certainly do not want to log into Twitch, which I use as my main gaming account. It's where I record my gameplay footage. When I stream, I sometimes stream Twitch, mostly to 0 viewers, but that's a completely different story. Anyway, I do not wish to have this kind of content recommended to me. I have never watched this kind of content, apart from going in and looking at some people before making this video, just so I could legitimately say annoyed me. And like I have already said 2 or 3 times, this is not aimed at people who do legitimate ASMR streams. This is aimed at those who feel it is appropriate to get in front of a camera, half-dressed, usually with their hair in pigtails or wearing a bathing suit, and they, make odd sexual noises into the microphone. Now, I don't know about you, but that's more likely to give me an erection than it is to de-stress me. You understand? And while we're talking about bathing suits, etc., that leads me very nicely into the next kind of stream that I do not feel is appropriate. And please, before I continue, do not misunderstand me. If you like watching that kind of content, then knock yourself out. That's great. Good for you. There's lots of perverts in the world. I'm glad you're one too. But I don't like watching that kind of content. It doesn't sit very well with me.
But you're a pervert, OCG.
Yeah, shut up, Bertrum. So, the other types of streams I do not appreciate, and are recommended to me when I log into Twitch as well, are streams in which people sit in hot tubs. Oh, you didn't know that was a thing? Yes, it is. It really is. There are streams where women, mostly women, I'm sure some men do it too, sit in hot tubs. Just, let that sink in. You're going to sit and watch someone in a hot tub. Really? For what purpose, might I add? For masturbatory purposes? Are there not enough porn websites out there? Is the internet drying up on the porn front that we have to go on to Twitch and listen to people making sex noises into microphones and look at people sitting in hot tubs? Is that really what it's come to? Really? Is that what Twitch has come to? Because if it has, I will very quickly stop using the platform. And yes, I know some streamers have banned for abusing the rules of Twitch, etc. But I logged into Twitch today, and there's plenty of people sitting in hot tubs, making suggestive remarks. There's plenty of these supposed ASMR streamers making their sex noises into their microphones and licking their microphones, etc., etc. I could go on, but it would be like I'm reading you a chapter from an erotic novel. Yes. And this channel is not Obsessive Compulsive 50 Shades of Grey. This is Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. So, I don't usually like talking about non-gaming subjects, but since this one has infringed upon Twitch, which I 99.9% use as a gaming platform, then I felt the need that I could vocalize it. Thus, it might get some attention on my channel, and that's not a bad thing. Whether it's good publicity, bad publicity, there is no such thing as bad publicity. So, Bertrum, would you like to add anything to the argument here? Nothing? Excellent, fantastic, let's move on. Right, I believe I have said my statement. Now, if you disagree with me, that's fine. And like I said, I'm not aiming this video at legitimate ASMR streamers. But on the hot tub subject, I don't think there's such a thing as a legitimate hot tub streamer, so let me just tell you that I think what you're doing is loathsome. Loathsome. I like that word, Bertram. Do you like that word?
What word?
Loathsome.
Yes, it's alright, I suppose. It's one of my top 10 favorite words.
So, feel free to comment below, dear viewer, if you have any opinions on the matter. But that was the first video in my new series. Ooh, controversial. And I hope that After watching this, you'll think, ooh, controversial. But boy, is OCG right. And why? Because I'm always right. Except when I'm wrong. So, if you enjoyed this little video of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Don't you dare forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and hit that bloody bell notification icon thing. But remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Say goodbye, Bertram.
Goodbye, Bertram! What are you doing?
Well, isn't it obvious, Bertram? Can't you see that I have clearly died, and I'm waiting for the Grim Reaper to come and take my soul?
Really?
No, not really, Bertram. We're still waiting for this bloody light technician to get here. When did you say he should arrive? It's supposed to be here 6 hours ago.
Lighting technician?
Yes, you know the one you were supposed to call today.
Today?
You did call the lighting technician, didn't you, Bertram?
Of course. Just give me 1 minute.
Bertram? Bertram! Where are you going? Get back. I bet he didn't call the lighting technician. I bet that's exactly what's going on here. Why am I talking to myself? How rude of me. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. Well, dear viewer, my name is Professor Ruben Crowley, but you will know me as OCG, the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer. Now, some people would describe me as a disgrace of a human being, and I'm inclined to agree with them. Yes, I am. In fact, I was what you might call a paranormal investigator. When my darling wife Sarah dies, my quest to discover life after death became somewhat of an obsession. But alas, she had been sick for a very long time. Constipation, you see. Consumption. I remember first meeting Sarah. Like it was 22 years ago. She couldn't resist me. After all, how could any woman resist this tall, dark, handsome, paranormal investigating love machine? Yes. Shall I continue? I think I became interested in the realm of paranormal investigation not to find proof of life after death, but simply to find my Sarah and tell her again that I liked her a lot. I know tragedy all too well. It's like an ugly cousin to me. All of my life I have known nothing but rejection and despair. You see, it started when I was very young and my parents died. They taught me everything I know. Son, my father would say, there are only 2 things in this life you must remember. Keep away from priests and liquor. Now, the night that they met their end was on their 124th wedding anniversary. Daddy, my father, took Mother to dinner. But alas, when they were walking home, they crossed a busy road and were stabbed to death by an alcoholic priest. Over the years, I have been everything. From a serial killer to a detective, a Satanist to a vegan, a bastard to a cannibal. To fill the time, I started gaming and masturbating. Gaming while masturbating. A lot of repetitive strain injury, as you can imagine. So now I am OCG, the obsessive compulsive gamer, streamer, YouTuber. I've become rather obsessed with not only gaming, but taking over Twitch itself, and then I will rule the entire world. That's my, evil laugh, in case it wasn't obvious. Bertram, put that gun down.
Oh, sorry.
You know, I've never held a gun myself. Well,